Hi there, I'm Yukimi. I'm a piano teacher from New York City and the director and owner of Yukimi Song Studio. And welcome to the very first episode of my Piano Studios TV show, Conversations with a Piano Student. And each episode, I'm trying to interview one of the piano students who is studying with me currently or who have studied with me in the past, and also who have made quite progress on their piano studies. And I also want to point out that their musical journey is taking into some interesting path. So that's the reason I'm doing this. So here we are. It's the first episode, episode number 1, and I would like to introduce you to one of my dearest students who wrote, co-produced, and published her original song called Butterflies. And right now it's streaming on music streaming services such as Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube. So please join me in welcoming Tamrin Gellert Ghai. Yay! All right, thank you for doing this, Tamrin.
Anytime.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, yeah.
All right, so I am so proud of you and honored to be your teacher and piano teacher. Not that I am, because of me, you're where you are. I don't want to get any credit of it, but I'm very, very proud that, somehow, music was part of you, your life. So I think it's great. Anyway, so I would like for you to introduce yourself to the audience first.
Okay.
So where you're from, what grade, and then what instruments you play, so forth.
I'm Tamrin. I'm 15 years old. I'm turning 16 in a few days, actually. I play the piano, the guitar, and the ukulele. I live in New York City, and I go to school at Bard High School. Yeah, I co-produced this song with my best friend Morris, who I've known since kindergarten, and I've been taking piano lessons with Yukimi for a little over 10 years, I think.
Oh my goodness, already? Yeah. Wow. But I was just looking through all the old photos from like 10 years ago, and then you were there. Remember, we had a piano recital at your elementary school.
Yeah. The lyrics for Butterflies were definitely inspired by personal experience. Butterflies is the first song that I ever wrote. So I wrote it about 2 or 3 years ago, and I was at camp, and the only thing I had with me was my ukulele. So I was also just starting to learn how to play the ukulele. So I only knew about 4 chords, and those chords were C, A minor, F, and G.
All right.
So those were the chords that the song is based on.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I started producing it with my friend Morris, my vocal range was definitely part of it. I started singing in the original key and realized that my voice had changed as I had gotten older.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to move everything up a half step. So the key of the song on the recording is in C sharp major, and the melody changed accordingly. So there was a lot of transposing that happened when we were producing the song. Yeah.
Wow. C sharp major is actually really tricky key to play on the piano. I don't know about ukulele or guitar or anything. Maybe you can kind of use
with the ukulele and guitar, it's a lot easier because all you have to do is put a capo on them and everything moves up a half step. With the piano, there's a lot of, I had to make sure that I was playing in C sharp major and not maybe like, I don't know, like E or something like that.
Right. And then so the relationship from, you said the original was C. Key of C is the kind of the easiest key because you don't deal with key signatures. Right. So you went half step higher. So everything went half step higher. So, but did you use the chord progressions of So C, you said A minor, and then
F.
F and G. So C and F and G are 1-4-5 chords,
Mm-hmm.
and then adding A minor in a key of C would be minor.
That would be a minor 6. Yeah.
So you transpose everything into.
Yes.
Great, good job. You passed the first stage of theory for today. So, but what I also was impressed with was that fact that you used all these basic information about music. Maybe you learned through piano lessons and also music classes that you took at school or guitar lessons you learned. But even you went beyond, you put words to it. Did you come up with the words first?
So I came up with the words. They kind of happened simultaneously. I had the chord progression, and after I had the chord progression, then I thought about what I was going to say to the chords.
Really? Okay, so chord progressions first, then you came up with the words.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I honestly, I have no clue about songwriting. I used to compose a little bit when I was a kid, but didn't have any words. It was just a piano piece. So I have no idea how to kind of go through that, coming up with the words, right?
So this is because we're in quarantine. Um, I'm not in the city anymore. We moved upstate. It's been really hard to. It was really hard to produce it because we were sending audio files back and forth. He is really into music production, so he has a program called Logic, which is a pretty serious music program, and it has a lot of add-ons and like things that you can do to edit your sound. I just had GarageBand at the time. So what I ended up doing was I would record my vocals, then I would send them to him, and then he would edit the vocals and send me parts of an instrumental back, and then I would review it, and then I would maybe re-record certain parts, send them back to him. There's a lot of back and forth that happened. But he uses a very advanced program, and I was just sending him my vocals and the ukulele backtrack that I ended up putting in.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sounded as if you were having a band or something in the background almost. And also, I heard your voice was doubled or something. Were you harmonizing yourself?
I was.
Were you singing like a third above?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was doing.
Ah, but how did you do it? Like, tell me the process.
So with
Especially,
harmonizing,
sorry, the voice, vocal part, like doubling the voice. Tell
yeah.
me. Mhm.
So when I harmonize, I record the bass, which is just the regular melody, and then when I play it back, there are certain parts that I think need more. So what I'll do is when I'm playing it, I'll harmonize with my voice. But when I harmonize, sometimes I get the notes wrong. So I have to listen to it, and then I have to sing over it. And then when I go to re-record it, I have to listen to both of the tracks together and make sure I wasn't too flat or too sharp or something like that.
Wow, amazing. That took a lot of time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then just doing, double, uh, like singing third above with someone else is challenging enough. But to do that on a recording and then with your own voice over it, how did you do it? Did you like play it your original tune and then did you listen to it through like earphone or
So
something?
yeah, the way I set up recording is I plug my microphone into my computer, and then my microphone has an option where you can plug like headphones into the microphone, and you can hear everything. You can hear all the instrumental and all the other vocals, and sing on top of it when you record. which is
Oh,
really, really helpful.
of course, yeah. And then also that timing and rhythm have to match, right? Yeah, otherwise it's impossible to put it together, right?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And what kind of instruments did you? I heard ukulele and I heard some keyboard in the background. Okay.
So what Morris did was after I sent him very like bare, just my singing and my ukulele. And he has another piece of hardware. It's a keyboard that he can plug into his computer, and he can make the keyboard turn into different instruments, basically. So he sent me a bunch of samples and said, "Oh, which keyboard sound do you like the best?" And we picked this kind of like marimba-y one.
Hmm.
It was like kind of soft. Um, and he played a melody on top of mine and put that into the song. It's at like the very end, and I like it a lot.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Wow. You guys are like already like really professional. Yes. It's amazing. So how was it to working with your best friend?
We've done this type of thing before. Um, and I think it's like it makes me happy because it's like our thing. Um, and it's really fun to do because I talk to him about it a lot, and especially now there's a lot of like uncertainty and everything, but I know that if I need to talk to him about anything, he's there. And if I just want to like take my mind off of something and show him a song I just wrote, like he'll pick up his phone and he'll listen to the song and he'll let me know what he thinks. And it's just a really nice relationship to have.
Yeah. And then you're not just hanging out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but you're actually, producing something
Yeah.
wonderful and being creative and using your talents, both of you. That's amazing. Yeah. And then especially in times like this where I am also learning myself that it's time for us to be creative because all the traditional things or routine that we used to have are not working.
Yeah.
Not at all. So I not only you just produced a song, but you decided to publish this song like on like streaming services like what is it, Apple Music?
Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. There were a few more that I didn't really know, but I can walk you through the process of how we got it up.
Right now?
Yeah.
Great. Tell
Okay.
me.
So, um, basically, there's a lot of services that let you upload your music to certain streaming platforms. And when I was thinking about releasing it, Morris and I had a long conversation about which service to use because some of them make you pay a certain amount of money for like upfront if you want to produce a single, or they take a certain amount of your commission. And I wasn't obviously doing it to make money, but I just wanted to find the most cost efficient one for upfront. So we ended up picking a streaming service, or not a streaming service, sorry. We ended up picking a service called SoundDrop, which takes 20% of our commissions, but lets you upload for free. And so we decided that it would be probably the best for us to just do that right away. And so what that service ended up doing for us was we gave them our song, and they gave us a bunch of services that it was going to be uploaded on, like Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes and I think Amazon Music and a few others. And so then what that service did was they reviewed our song and they looked for any technical difficulties or copyright or anything like that. And once they thought that it was ready to go, they sent it out to all the streaming services. And then the streaming services went through the same process that our service did. And when they deemed it okay to release, they released it. I got an email. And then if I looked myself up, I was on the service.
All of it, like at once?
Yeah.
So if you publish it on, what did you say the first one? Sound
Spot.
drops?
Oh, sound drop. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Then they'll automatically, like whatever the choice that you made, like you said Apple Music and Spotify, they'll just stream it for you. Is
Well,
that
they put it out there,
okay?
and then other people have to stream it. But yeah.
Right. So far, how many listeners do you have? Like, do you know any numbers?
Yes, I do. So the other thing that I actually have come to love about Spotify is they let you customize your artist page. So right when I started, my song came out on Spotify, Morris texted me and he was like, you have to download this app and you have to request permission for your artist page. So I did that. And about a day later, they emailed me saying, you now have access to Tamrin Guy's artist page. So I went to my page and I was able to upload an artist photo and everything. And I was able to see the listeners that I had and the amount of streams that I was getting. So as of right now, I don't think I've actually checked today, but yesterday I just passed 1,000 streams. So yesterday I had 1,005
Oh
streams.
my gosh.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing. And do you get a little bit of commission?
I don't know
Mhm.
yet. um, I think there's something that says that every 1,000 streams on Spotify, you get something like $7. So when I was little and you would have me do scales, I would sit there and I'd be like, ugh, what is this ever gonna be good for? I don't like it. And as I got older and I learned more about chords, and I think to an extent, a lot of our classes ended up turning into more theory based, where you would tell me about why certain chord progressions existed, and we would see them in my classical music and my pop music, and we'd have a lot of conversations about them. And that definitely helped when I was trying to write this song. And I think it's helped more now that I'm trying to write more songs and I'm trying to get more creative with it. The chord progressions and the scales have been helped immensely because I know so much about like why certain sounds work the way they do, and I know exactly like if I am lost and I don't know how to start a song and I really want to start a song, I can just look at like a certain chord progression, like a 1 4 5 1, that I just want to do, and that helps me get started.
Wonderful. I know you're still very young. You're in high school. You're in 10th, 11th grade?
10th grade.
10th grade. Okay, so then, but you can have, some people already have really strong passion about things or goals. And then I remember when you were little, you wanted to be this and that. But what do you think this music would do for you in the future?
So right now I only have one song out, and I really enjoy doing what I do. It's really fun, and I have a lot of songs that I've written over the years that I definitely want to release. So this is definitely something that I'm going to keep working at, and I'm going to keep getting better. And I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm definitely going to keep doing it. In the short term, I am pretty sure I'm going to release another single soon-ish. I'm working on the production with Morris now, and it's called Broken in Brooklyn, and I like the song a lot.
Did you
So
compose?
that's hmm?
Did you compose?
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Hmm. Sorry.
Um, so it's definitely something that I want to keep doing. I don't know if I want to be a pop star one day or something, but it's definitely something that is very fun and I really enjoy doing. Yeah.
Great. So as long as you enjoy doing, but I know you had to struggle to come up with this song, correct?
Yes.
It's not it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna write this song, do 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 do, and here we go. There's the song called Butterflies. I doubt it was that way. It was more like you came up with this and then you erased it. Oh, this doesn't sound right. Oh, why does this sound like so elementary or whatever that is? Then finally, you know, you edited and erased it and then came up with another idea and then erased it again, then came up with another idea, then finally became this song, correct?
Yes.
But did you like the process?
The process took 3 years, I think. Not so much like, it just took a while from writing the song to actually producing and publishing the song. But when I was writing the song, there was a lot of me trying to figure out how I wanted to say the things I wanted to say and how I wanted them to sound and all these things. And when I finished writing it, I was so sure that it was the best it could be. And I was like, that's it. It's done. And then the more I performed it over the years, the more I realized maybe I don't like this line. Maybe I should change it. I don't like the way this sounds. Let me change it. And then when we finally got to the production stage, Morris and I were talking, and there was a line of the bridge that just didn't really fit. So we kind of took it out. And the song sounds so much better now. And it was consistent editing the whole way through.
Wow. I know editing really takes a lot of time and really like a lot of effort. I know, but I'm glad you have a very close friend who, you've known for your life and can do this together. And both of you have good ear for music. So I'm everything just falls right in, right? It's amazing. Yeah, I'm very proud and keep up. And yeah, write lot more songs and let me hear it.
Of course.
Yeah. So lastly, I want you to play this song on the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, let's just do a little plug-in. So the name of the song is
Butterflies.
and available on
Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, I think Amazon Music. It is not available on SoundCloud, but
and YouTube as well,
and
correct?
YouTube, yes.
Okay, wonderful. And then her name is Tamrin Gellert Ghai. All the information is down below. Don't they usually do this?
Yes, they do.
Click here. I don't know if I can make that happen, but I'll make sure to put that somewhere in a video. So thank you so much for joining. And then now she's going to play Butterflies on the piano. Thank you.
You know I don't care for those love songs, but don't you think it'd be nice? You know I don't care for those sweet, sappy stories or hanging your heart on the line. But don't you think it'd be nice? So for now I'll sit here and watch, wondering how I'll get out of this mess. Can you tell I'm pretty nervous? Some might even say scared. I got butterflies and not the good kind. I need somebody to let them out. Worked up the nerve to say hello, and I just wanted you to know that I spent too much time thinking about what could have been. So nothing happened in the end. So for now I'll sit here and watch, wondering how I'll get out of this mess. somebody to let them out. Maybe one of these days I'll want to do something about how I feel. But for now I'll hold my tongue and I'll hope for the best I can heal. Can you tell I'm pretty nervous? Some might even say scared. I got butterflies, not the good kind. I need somebody to let them out. Can you tell I'm pretty nervous? Some might even say scared. I got butterflies and not the good kind. I need somebody to let them out. I got butterflies and not the good kind. I need somebody to let them out.